So you work at Amazon Web Services, Marketplace and Control Services. Tell us a little bit about what that unit is responsible for and your role.
So we knew from the very beginning of AWS that our customers, as much as they love our services and compute and databases and storage and networking and more that we've offered over the course of the last 15 years, that there was also a number of partner tools and other ISV or independent software vendor solutions that they would want to use as they migrated to and used the cloud. So Marketplace was conceived in 2012. Simple e-commerce website that builders or developers could come to get third-party software running on AWS to power their applications, their analytics, their machine learning, whatever it was that they were building on the cloud. And really over the last decade, we'll have our 10-year anniversary this April. Marketplace has evolved quite a bit to include a number of different what we call product types, whether that be software in the form of Amazon Machine Images, SaaS software, containers, machine learning models, data, as well as a number of different ways to buy. So it used to be, hourly pay as you go. We would meter various different software with the instance that you were running in AWS. And now we have a whole host of ways that our ISVs can package and sell their software, data, and machine learning to our customers, either in an annual contract based on a public list price or privately negotiated between two different customers. So we're really now starting to see really meaningfully large enterprises who are doing some of their biggest ISV purchases and procurements through Marketplace, where we're also building a number of capabilities to now help them govern their third-party spend across their organization with appropriate things like purchase order approvals and ability to sort of share those licenses. And then Control Services, as I said, is a handful of services flagship by something we call Control Tower that really helps enterprise customers get their IT environment or their landing zone set up so that they can responsibly migrate to the cloud while they have the right sort of controls and guardrails in place so that they know that they're adhering to the best practices that AWS has learned from the millions of customers worldwide who are also migrating.
So you said you're going to be hitting your 10-year anniversary soon. What are some of the changes that you've seen over the last 10 years when it comes to the things that customers are looking for in services and products like this? What is it today?
It's interesting. The world has evolved quite a bit. So I've been here for 7.5 years, and it's shifted quite a bit even since then. Companies, enterprises, at least I'll speak to specifically, they all have different motivations for when they get started using the cloud. They could have cost concerns because they, are concerned about their budget on their existing IT on-premises environments. They might have a new project that they think the cloud is uniquely suited to be able to fill. Maybe there's some elasticity requirement where they're going to run a Super Bowl ad, let's say, and they know they're going to get a very large influx in demand over a period of time, a short period of time that they have to wind down, and they don't want to spend all that upfront capital to be able to do that when they only need it for a day or whatever the case may be. And they could have a data center that's coming up off lease and they don't want to renew it, so they're looking for something new. So the motivations vary, but as the industry and the ecosystem has really evolved, let's say over the last decade, one thing that I see is that stayed relatively constant is that these companies move more and more. They come for different reasons, but they all stay for the ability to be able to move really fast and frankly, just be able to stay more competitive as all of their competitors and just generally speaking, the world is becoming more and more digital and automated. And the cloud gives all of our customers a fantastic set of capabilities to really be able to do that. And I mentioned, just to give you a couple of examples, I spent a couple of years as the CIO at Dow Jones, and we moved really heavily into the cloud. By the time I left, more than 2/3 of our IT environment were running in some sort of cloud environment. And we went from when I started there to be able to release software for our customers a couple of times a year. And the month that I left in August of 2014, the gentleman who ran my cloud operations team sent me a report which suggested that we did over 1,000 releases in the month of August alone across all of our different. So that ability to sort of really respond quickly to customer demand and the things they're asking for is really something that I think is only made possible by having access to seemingly infinite amounts of compute, databases, storage service, sort of all on demand over the internet.